Oh wow. I just want to check to see if you guys can hear me before I get started. I want to go over the daily planetary forecast with you guys. So normally what I do is I do like a zodiac planetary forecast where I talk about what the main zodiac is and what to have during your altar while the sun is in this space, etc., etc. And then I get into what the planets are doing for the entire season. So now what I want to do with you guys to align with you and to align, assist in aligning myself is I would like to, interact with you guys on a regular basis, intentionally daily, and go over like where the planets are on a smaller scale too on a daily basis. So that's what we're gonna do today, and you guys can follow along. And if you want to expand our knowledge on some of the extended cosmos, please, interject, assist, so on and so forth. And thank you for tuning in with me today. Yeah, hello. So the sunrise was at 8:20 a.m., 8:21 a.m. this morning, and the sun will be setting at 5:54 p.m. So that we're starting to get later sunsets. The sun was in at a nine degrees, 920 degree latitude, and it's still in Capricorn. Hold on, I just wanted to double check something because when you utilize different forms, you'll have like contradictive information. But I have yeah. So yeah. And the sun is in Capricorn energy and it's in the fifth house, which we know is the energy of creativity and expression. And now when at 11:59 p.m. tonight, the sun would have moved about 35 degrees into a 9.55 degree angle into Capricorn in the fifth house. So we'll still be in the same energy. We just have moved a little bit further up. The moon rise is at 6:13 p.m. tonight, and the moon will be setting at 8:54 a.m. tomorrow morning. Right now, it's full and in Cancer at a 14.32 degree latitude. Um, Cancer in the 11th house. And so during this time, when the moon is at its space and in its place, we may feel more vulnerable, more emotional as we deal with the emotional Capricorn energy. You may also, this is a better time to have more introvert family gatherings, be around people that are like closer to you rather than going out and being around big crowds. It's not the best time to do that right now. You also may feel a little possessive of the people around you in your circle as you feel more inclined to be with those and have one-on-one relationships and do like familial things. Um, Mercury. Also be mindful of emotional obstacles during this time. Like your emotions probably been on high because not only are we dealing with a full moon, we're also dealing with a full moon in Cancer. So two different, two big things going on. Um, Mercury is at a 50-degree 25 latitude in Capricorn, and this is in the fifth house. Um, excuse me. This house is associated with your creativity and your romance and things of that nature. It will only have moved about a degree in Capricorn, but it will remain in the fifth house by the end of the night. So we're still going to be in the same space. You're going to feel a sense of having conservative thoughts and feeling more ambitious and wanting to take leadership and you're in communication and leadership and getting things done and learning and sharing and teaching. And so it's definitely going to be a time where you feel more inclined to communicate things and teach people and exchange information. But like any other time you feel that, but this time you actually want to take initiative. It's actually it's actually coming into fruition during this time because we know Capricorn is all about bringing things into the physical realm and bringing things into fruition as we're dealing with this earth energy, physical energy. We have Venus, which is at an 18-degree, um, 38 latitude in Sagittarius in the first house. And this deals with Venus being in that fiery energy. So you might feel yourself being very passionate towards, obtaining things you're attracted to, obtaining love or maintaining your love at this period of time, as well as your finances and your wealth and material things. As we know, Venus is all about love and finances and wealth and the things we're attracted to. And Sagittarius is that optimistic energy. It's also about philosophy and expanding your knowledge in those aspects, especially in like foreign affairs, foreign exchanges and things of that nature. So you may feel yourself becoming more expansive and more optimistic in those areas of your life. You may even have a new idea that falls on your lap today, or comes as a stream of thought today that is very far-fetched to you. It's outside of the box that you're used to thinking of, and this is directed in the fourth house, which deals with your home and family. Oh, you're welcome. That's cool. Mars is at a 26-degree. Um, yeah, 26-degree, 44 latitude in Aries in the ninth house. And this deals with like that double fire energy, that double energy to get things done, to just like very motivated. You feel very motivated and things that you're passionate about because we know Mars is that warrior fire energy, that energy. Mars and Aries being like that first planet, that first season of the year, it's kind of like the leader type thing. So there's like, a lot of energy going towards taking initiative and taking leadership right now, especially with the sun in Capricorn. And we know that Capricorn is also a cardinal energy. So it's a lot of pull being brought towards just taking an initiative and leadership in life right now. Jupiter is in Aquarius in the sixth house at this time at 2 degrees to 27 degrees latitude this morning, and will be ending the evening at 11:59 p.m. It's still at 2 degrees, but at a 35 latitude. And so we'll only be moving a little bit with Jupiter. And with Jupiter in Aquarius, so Jupiter deals with like tolerance and law and religion and generosity and humanity, things of that nature. So when we have it in Aquarius, because it spent an entire year in Capricorn energy, we're dealing with like more optimistic, more expansive philosophies and points of view and law and tolerance and how generous we are. It's pretty much a mental shift that's going to occur this year in our way of thinking when it comes to what we tolerate, how we give, and what we give. A lot of us are definitely looking forward to that mentality as we talk to other people about thinking above the dollar, thinking above always having to receive when you give, and vice versa. I'm learning how to receive and learning how to give and learning how to be useful and not just looking at things to be used and what can I get out of this and what can I get out of that. So we'll definitely feel a shift in that, going towards that area with it in the individual, original, unique, rebellious thinking of Aquarius energy. Um, Inside of that law, tolerance, humane, generous energy of Jupiter. So a lot of expansive energy coming into that. And then we have Saturn. Saturn is at 1 degree. It just Saturn and Jupiter just entered Aquarius energy around the 17th of December, between the 17th and the 19th, which is why we dealt with the phenomenon of Saturn and Jupiter being the closest they've ever been. But they are generally close to each other, or at least in the same zodiac energy every year. Um, but Aquarius is in 1 degree, 27 latitude this morning at 12 a.m. in Aquarius in the sixth house. And tonight at 11:59 p.m. we'll be at 1 degree, 31 latitude. So Saturn deals with that energy of restrictions, challenges, fears, things that hold us back, Also, all about achieving material wealth and bringing things into fruition. This is a strong earth cardinal sign about taking initiative and getting things done and accumulating things and manifesting things. So we have this strong planet inside of this Aquarius energy of individuality and originality, expansion and rebellion. So you're going to find energy to kind of change up, switch up your infrastructure, what you consider authority in your life, especially with Jupiter also in this energy. So you have Jupiter and Saturn, both energies of tolerance, law, religion, authority, and power, and things of that nature inside of this energy of originality. So you will see a shift in how we do things. You will see a shift in your obedience. And also, as I read these degrees and latitudes, feel free to write them down. This video is also be recorded and posted, because what you want to do is you want to look up what angles these current planets have in conjunction with the angles of your planets in your natal chart. And that'll give you a better idea of how this applies to you. If you guys were wondering how daily horoscopes are created by you just giving your birth date, that's how it's done. And you can become a master of your own horoscope. You know what I'm saying? Um, so when you do that and you find how this planet is in conjunction with your planet and you are in tune with your natal chart, you can give yourself your own daily, monthly, and yearly horoscopes of your own to your own reading. It's also always good to get readings from others, but it's definitely good to tap into your own God. And you will definitely be seeing shifts in that with Jupiter and Saturn in this Aquarius energy. Moving forward, Uranus is at a 60-degree 48 latitude this morning. And just a reminder, Uranus is also in retrograde at this time. We know Uranus is the planet of individuality and progressiveness, and that force that makes you change the way you do things and face certain truths about yourself. And it's sitting in that Taurus energy of stubbornness and reliability, but also that traditional energy, things that we hold near and dear to our heart, the things that we don't really want to let go of, things of that nature. So we have been seeing a shift in us breaking familial traumas, breaking things that we've accepted as physical ailments that just run in our families, or mental ailments that run in our families. We're learning how to end certain cycles with us. And not just that on a generational level, but also in our lives. We're learning to recognize the patterns within ourselves and within our lives and within our behaviors, and learning how to exit certain patterns that are not good for us, and learning how to recognize certain patterns. We're all in different phases and stages of recognition and revising and so on and so forth. So, but we are all getting to that space, and as above, so is below. So above, what is happening is Uranus in retrograde in that Taurus energy in that ninth house, dealing with all those different levels of things that we're dealing with. We know 9 is the energy of bringing things into manifestation, according to Mercury. Tonight, when we end the night at 11:59 p.m., Uranus will be at 6 degrees 48 latitude, but we will still be in retrograde. So Uranus doesn't really move today. Uranus will pretty much be in the same position. We'll just be marinating in that energy. Neptune is in 18 degrees 27 latitude in Pisces in the seventh house. Neptune deals with the subconscious energy, anything that we can't feel with the five, six senses. You know what? I feel great today too. Everybody's been just feeling really great and optimistic. When I get out of here, I'm going to go to a different garden today to volunteer. I'm very excited about that. Just getting out and coming back alive, and I've rejuvenated myself with this meat fast that I did during the month of December. And as I come back out into the world, I'm coming out different. And last year was all about me, and needed to be about me and building myself up. And this year, I just feel like it's time to start going outward and being able to share what I've created in me with others. So that's where I'm at right now. That's how I'm coming out this year. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, so Neptune, that subconscious energy, everything that we can't see, feel, anything outside of the five basic senses is in that Pisces energy. So you have that double intuitive, mystical energy going on right now. So everything feels, it's a lot of people are getting more in tune with the mysticism, points of life, and those things of those nature. At the same time, please be mindful, because we know one thing about that Pisces energy is it can be deceit in that Pisces energy as well, and the communication that comes from that. So be mindful of being gullible, and be mindful of the deceit that may leak in through that information of mysticism. You know what I'm saying? So at tonight, at the end of the night, 11:59 p.m., Neptune will still be at the same degree. Neptune is not really moving outside of that 18 degrees this evening, and it's still in the seventh house. Pluto. Pluto is still in Capricorn doing its thing. I'm very excited about Pluto being in Capricorn. It will be over the next 4 years. We've been experiencing Pluto in Capricorn since we established yesterday, and you guys can check out on YouTube on my Capricorn planetary forecast that Pluto has been in Capricorn since January 2008, when Obama came into office. And if you guys don't know too much about Pluto, Pluto is the planet of transformation, of death and rebirth, of destruction and healing, power and secrets. So we have that kind of energy intertwined with that leadership, authoritative energy of Capricorn, that energy of fears and challenges and taking initiative and manifestation. And we have seen a lot of that on this level, yes. A lot of different, conspiracy theories, quote unquote. It depends on which walk of life you choose. Um, we've seen when Obama came into office, a lot of different things have come into light about presidencies and people's racism and different groups, and the redlining that the banks still follow came out, and the lawsuit with the banks, and the lawsuit with real estate, and the Black Lives Movement, and and then secrets coming out about the Black Lives Movement, and then secrets coming out about every other movement that has been created that we thought were for certain things but really weren't, and so on and so forth. So like we see a lot of that happening, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's going to keep happening until 2024, at the end of whatever happens in this next 4 years, and then Pluto will be moving on. So that's pretty exciting. My sun is in Taurus, and my moon. Oh, my sun is in Taurus, and my moon is in Aquarius in the 12th house. I'm still trying to learn a lot about myself and also my chart. Oh yes, awesome. My son is a Taurus too. I'm a Virgo. My child's son is a Taurus, and they are. Uh, you guys love very hard. My mother is a Taurus as well. I'm a Virgo. Me and Taurus get along very well. Um, they're very loving. I love Tauruses, Taurians. But if you like, I do a natal tarot reading. You can message me later, or you could just go to my website, letsnobodiescollection.com, and you can order the natal tarot reading, and we can, go over your natal chart. And then I can also inbox you after this and let you know what apps and things you can download to become in tuned with your chart as well, that I utilize personally, and that's free. I'm not gonna charge for that. Um, but yeah, that's what Pluto's doing in Capricorn. Pluto only moves like one decimal latitude from it's at 24 degrees 8 latitude, but then it moves from 24 degrees to 9 latitude at 11:59 p.m. So it doesn't really move today either. Our outer planets don't move as fast as the inner planets do. And that's another way. Okay, so when you're looking at the transit planets in regards to your natal planets, the larger outer planets, their electromagnetic field is stronger, because that physical self is stronger, so the sound is stronger, what it manifests is stronger. So say you have your Mercury is in conjunction with what Jupiter is doing. Whatever magnetic field Jupiter is having will obviously be the overpowering field, but now it's overpowering your Mercury, because your Mercury is what's close to Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you learn how to two and two together in the astrological sense. Um, our ascending, that's another thing I'm going to get into with you guys this time around with doing a daily chart, daily reading with you guys. Our ascendant is at 8 degrees, 58 latitude, and it's also in retrograde. Now, your ascendant is like your overall, like the body you're born in, your physical appearance, like the outward people on the outside of the window looking in. Okay, so outside looking into the window, we're in Aquarius energy. So outside looking in, it's a lot of rebellious energy coming, and we feel it, and we make jokes about it, and we got movies about it, and we got shows about it coming out, and we got movements about it. So outside looking in, that's what's happening, and that's what we're moving towards. And people have different emotions about it. Some of us are excited, some of us are scared, some of us are indifferent, some of us feel are themselves tapping into their inner warrior on a psychotic level and on a logical level. It's a lot of different things going on. So outside looking in, that's what we're doing. We're entering that Aquarius rebellious original energy in the sixth house. And that house is dealing with your health and your wellness and your daily routines. By the end of the night, 11:59 p.m., the ascendant moves very fast. We'll be in 25 degrees, 35 latitude, still in retrograde, but we'll be in Virgo energy at tonight when we end the day. So, with the ascending in Virgo energy, you have that outward energy of organization. So by the end of the night, you might have a completed project because, like I told you before, we have other planets also sitting in this Aquarius energy that could ignite ideas, expansive ideas coming into your mind. Jupiter and Saturn being in this energy with your ascending could bring certain aha moments coming to your plate. Um, Find yourself making a plan. You may find yourself making a plan of something today, organizing something, getting the building blocks together, or just having a really constructive conversation today. Because with us in that Cancer energy, the one-on-one conversations and the small intimate gatherings, today is definitely the best time to do that, to engage in that. So if you do engage in that, if you do follow the alignment of the planets, you will definitely find by the end of the day, you and the group of people you're conversing with tapping into that Virgo energy of organizing and planning and figuring out y'all next moves together. The midheaven is essentially like the highest point, how you reach success. And right now, well, not right now, the midheaven at 12 a.m. this morning when the day started was at 29 degrees 9 latitude in Scorpio energy. So, starting the day, the best, route towards that success and the highest point of life is that energy of transformation, of rebirth, of, waking up and doing something new, something woke up this morning into something new, transform something different about your day. This morning my transformation was getting ready to do this with you guys and getting ready to do this with you guys on a daily basis. My son started going to the gym this morning today, um, and he enjoyed it. Today was his first time ever being in a CrossFit gym. So that was his transformation this morning. Like we're all, we all woke up a little different today. Um, we all shook it up a little bit. And the end of the day, because the midheaven is also something that moves very swiftly. Uh, at 24 degrees 57 latitude, the midheaven will be in Gemini. And oh, okay. So now these show up here. Awesome. So with the midheaven in Gemini, I love when the midheaven is in Gemini because my Mars energy is in Gemini, and so Gemini energy is all about multiple sources. They be wanting coming back to maybe those one-on-one or more intimate relationships. As we know, Gemini is the twins, so it does deal with that energy of companionship, of wanting to do something with other people. So today is definitely a good day to go to a family gathering or something with a small group of friends. Just come together and just have a very constructive conversation. And I bet you, if you let it go on into the night, it's going to turn into something really beautiful and organized. And you may have multiple ideas come together with the midheaven and Gemini, because Gemini is all about multiple streams of thought, companionship, effort, just putting forth that multiple sources of energy and things of that nature. And it's also Gemini is Mercury energy, and that is the energy of communication and exchange and transference of knowledge. So that's very exciting. Today is a very exciting day to build with others. Do that today. um, the true node. The true node is the energy that basically tells you where you're going, where you're coming from, and what kind of tools do you need in that going and coming, if that makes sense. So the goings and comings of this energy right now is in Gemini, the energy of communication. Right now we're at 19 degrees 55 latitude, and tonight at 11:59 p.m. we'll be still at 19 degrees and still at 54 latitude and retrograde still. But we are in Gemini, and Gemini in the 10th house, and the 10th house is indeed the midheaven house. So that goes hand in hand with the midheaven. Tonight will be in Gemini, and the true node is in Gemini in the 10th house. So that brings back to the same concept as midheaven being the highest point of your success, being rooted in that Gemini energy of having multiple sources of thought, multiple exchanges of communication, of information, of income, of hobbies, of so on and so forth, and then also having that community, and it's just all about community and communication right now with that Gemini energy coming together. Anything that begins with CEO, cooperatives, everything, codes, just any type of code at this point in time is very good for this season. For today, tomorrow I'll be tuning in with you guys again, and we'll be talking about the degrees and latitudes of the planets and the houses and the sunrise and sunset, the moonrise, moonset, and so on and so forth. And if you guys want to expand, the cosmos and the cosmos that we speak on a daily basis, message me and let me know. Hey, I like to focus on this constellation and these constellations over here. Can you include that in your forecast? And I'll be more than glad to. Like I'm definitely about expanding my knowledge as well, and this keeps me aligned as well as helps me, keep interacting with you guys. So that's the daily planetary forecast for today. If you missed it, it's okay. This will be recorded, and it is on my YouTube page, live right now. So once this is done, it'll be permanently on live on the YouTube page, and you can definitely check it out. And I'll be back with you guys tomorrow to talk about what the planets are doing tomorrow and what the sun and moon is doing tomorrow, and so on and so forth. So happy communicating today. Happy communion today. Happy everything today. Please, reach out to your loved ones and have a very constructive conversation today. It's a perfect day to do it, as tomorrow we walk into the New Year's Eve for Americans. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So I love y'all. Peace. Ending broadcast. It's like, nah, I'm goofy. I got issues.